he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he cuts it right sideline. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play that time for the Rams. And even 50 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
The best defensive linemen They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. All week in practice, they stress grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Out now the Chiefs' offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Shift together here from the D-line. Garoppolo on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And finding the tight end Hooper. A gain of 6 there on first. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. To throw is Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Surveying the field. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now we get a look at the captain of this offense heading back out there now. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. And quickly, they get to the line.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Still first down.
So 5 yards remain now. Still first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Their big tight end as the first half is winding down. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Rams defense getting ready to go again. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
Now they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Offside, defense.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Green, 39.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's got time. He's going to loft one into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs defense, they get set and ready to do battle again. They have to recover a little bit. Last time, they couldn't stop the run. They really couldn't stop the pass either.
And it wasn't just physically. It's mentally, because the offense appears to be a step ahead of them. No matter what they call, it's working. So they've got to get something figured out. And usually, you need a big play to get things turned around.
They gave up the touchdown on that balance attack last drive. Now this drive.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a throw right sideline is complete. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down. So they're operating in the red zone.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he has not been able to find the same type of running room this week as last. Such a great game. We met with him. He came in, had the biggest smile on his face, so we just thought that would carry over.
Sometimes you wonder if maybe it borders on a little overconfidence. They were so good last week. He's getting extra blocking out on the perimeter from the wide receivers to get him downfield. In this game, maybe he came into it with the idea that it's just going to be like last week, be a piece of cake. And what they're getting from the defense isn't exactly the same. And, boy, it's been tough going for him. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because If he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Well, after last week, where he kept finding the end zone, what do you have, 2 touchdown runs?
Yep.
He's got to be just a tad frustrated here. Close, but he hasn't gotten in.
Well, maybe they give him another shot. We'll see.
Well, I would think so. I think he's built up that type of equity, but the guys on the other side of the ball know it too.
They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
Defense likely bringing pressure here. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now, defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Well, we stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Shift together here from the D-line. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Still first down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo finding time. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Garoppolo on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Garoppolo again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Austin Hooper, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game. And
the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, L.A. Their big-bodied receiver with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
They juked him. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. There's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Hey. 4 down. Here we go now. Blue line it.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL.